Hello everyone, I am Shankha Subra Sanyal and I welcome you all on behalf of S-Cube's classes. Well, I'm really thankful to all of you for your overwhelming response. The amount of love that you have shown through your mails, through your feedbacks, I'm really grateful. I'm really privileged. Well, we know matter can exist in three physical states: solid, liquid, and gaseous state. For example, water exists as a solid in the form of ice, as a liquid in the form of water, and as a gas in the form of steam. Water comes as ice out of the freezer of a refrigerator, as water out of a tap, and as steam out of a kettle of boiling water. We can change the physical state of matter in two ways. Number one, by changing the temperature, and number two, by changing the pressure. When we say that we can change the state of matter by changing the temperature, we mean that the state of matter can be changed by heating it or cooling it. And when we say that we can change the state of a matter by changing the pressure, we mean that the state of matter can be changed by increasing the pressure or by decreasing the pressure on it. By increasing the temperature or heating, a solid can be converted into liquid state, and the liquid can be converted into gaseous state or the vapor state. And by decreasing the temperature or by cooling, a gas can be converted into liquid and liquid can be converted into the solid state. These points will become more clear from the following discussions. If we heat ice, it changes into water. In this case, solid ice changes into liquid water. So, a change of state has taken place. The process in which a solid changes into a liquid on heating is called melting, or in some cases it is also called as fusion. So, when ice changes into water on heating, it is called melting of ice or fusion of ice. A change of state takes place during melting. The melting of a substance takes place at a fixed temperature. The temperature at which a substance melts and changes into liquid at atmospheric pressure is called the melting point. For example, the ice at a temperature of 0 degrees centigrade to form liquid water. So, the melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius. At melting point, ice changes its state from liquid to solid. When a solid is heated sufficiently, it changes its physical state and becomes a liquid. This happens as follows. When a solid substance is heated, the heat energy takes its particles vibrate more vigorously. At the melting point, the particles of a solid have sufficient kinetic energy to overcome the strong forces of attraction holding them in fixed positions and break to form small groups of particles, and the solid melts to form liquid. Water normally exists in the liquid state. If we go on heating water, it ultimately starts boiling and changes rapidly into a gas called steam. In this case, the liquid water changes into a gas. So, a change of state has taken place. The process in which a liquid substance changes into a gas rapidly on heating is called boiling. So when water changes into steam rapidly on heating, it is called boiling of water. A change of state takes place during boiling. The boiling of a liquid takes place at a fixed temperature. The temperature at which a liquid boils and changes rapidly into a gas at atmospheric pressure is called boiling point of the liquid. Let's take an example. When water is heated to a temperature of 100 degrees centigrade, it boils rapidly to form a gas called steam. So the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. At boiling point, water changes its state from liquid to gaseous state. If we cool steam, that is the water vapor, by lowering its temperature, it is converted into liquid water. In this case, a gas or steam changes into a liquid. So, a change of state has taken place. The process of changing a gas or vapor to a liquid by cooling is called condensation. So when steam changes into water on cooling, it is called condensation of steam. A change of state takes place during condensation. When water is cooled by lowering its temperature by keeping it in a freezer compartment of a refrigerator, it changes into solid ice. The process of changing a liquid into a solid by cooling is called freezing. For example, when water is cooled, it gets converted into a solid called ice. This is called freezing of water. Freezing means solidification. When water freezes to form ice, then there is a change from liquid state to the solid state. Well, we must note that freezing is the reverse of melting. So, the freezing point of a liquid is the same as that as the melting point of the solid form. For example, the melting point of ice is 0 degrees centigrade. So, the freezing point of water is also 0 degrees centigrade. A change of state from liquid to solid occurs during freezing.